The Ice Golem's Peak in Raid Shadow Legends is the least farmed dungeon in the game, and there's a good reason for that. It's not just because the boss is extremely unpredictable and you need specialized team to beat it, but also because the content or the artifacts you get from it is not that useful in the entire game. In this video, I want to make for one of the artifacts, which is a Retaliation set, and show you how I use it and which champions I use it on. I'll list out 3 champions that I've built so far that I've used Retaliation set on. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm going to limit the champions I list out to my roster. I'm not going to mention all the champions in the game or the index. That's why I didn't say top 5, top 10 or whatever, because the amount of champions you can use Retaliation set on successfully are limited. So if you're not quite sure what I'm talking about, Retaliation set is this set that you can find down here. Where is it? There you go. So these are the sets, and I'm keeping currently a few of them that are rolling good stats or something. So a lot of players sell this set off or use it as an offset because it's not very useful. But let's go right into the champions I've used this set on. So the first one on my list in terms of legendaries that I feel that I should have built Retaliation set on if I had the chance, or if I had good Retaliation set, would have been War Chief. In terms of legendaries, I also mentioned epics and rares. Why War Chief? Retaliation set is good for champions who can put some more control on the enemy. I'm talking about more provoke, more stun, whether it's a single target or an AoE target. So that's the champion that is good for Retaliation set. Another candidate for good Retaliation set must be a tanky champion. You can't put Retaliation set on a champion who is extremely fragile, low HP, low defense type of champions. You need it on champions whose damage or whose skill is based on defense, or who is built in high HP, and so they don't go down with this type of hits or something. So that's the good candidate for that. Control champions and champions who are extremely tanky. So that's where I list War Chief from, because he's A1. He has the ability to provoke. The higher the chance of them to place that control, the better. So 25% seems low, but it can be booked up to 35% chance of placing provoke on his A1 when he retaliates. So that will mean the enemies will come back to him and hit him again, which gives him another chance of what? Retaliating. So it's an endless circle of him being the full tank target of the entire battle while your other champions do the damage. So he's not just doing that to provoke, he also has the ability of, reflecting 60% of the damage he takes. So as they come at him with that A1, they are doing damage to themselves, especially tanks, especially nukers who has high damage A1s in the arena or something. So the next champion in terms of legendaries, I don't want to go on and list possible legendaries that are not that good for Retaliation, but you know the drill. If they have a control in their A1, they are a good candidate for Retaliation. If you don't have any other better set for them. So just honorable mention, I'll say Vegomka has an A1 that can stun. Iron Brago has an A1 also that can, do what? Decrease the duration of all buffs on the target. So they have any champion that has this good A1 that can do something cool. I will not say Seal, because even she has an A1 that can decrease the turn meter, that's not a good one. So that's why I'm sticking with only the one that I'm 100% sure will benefit from Retaliation set. Let's move on to the epics. For epics, there is one. I went through my entire champion roster, and there was only one I can think of to put in a Retaliation set, and his name is Vrask. The raid community have already discovered this rare gem and seen what he can do in the Doom Tower in terms of healing your entire team from his passive. If you do not know what I'm talking about, his A1 fills his turn meter, and you think, oh, well, that's cool. If it's crits though. But check out his passive. Heals all allies by 10% of his max HP when he inflicts a critical hit. So imagine him building a very high HP chest and HP banner, HP amulet, HP boots. Not HP boots, that would make him too slow. But HP banner, HP amulet, HP ring, everything HP about him. HP substats he will do a lot of heals in terms of 10% of his max HP for your entire team whenever he crits. So when he gets hit, the retaliation set procs and he takes a turn, he heals again. So he makes sure your entire team stays at 100% HP. That's what I mean, if you put him in a retaliation set. And I do have this champion in retaliation set, as you can see over here. And I did use him for the faction wars, and he helped me get past it. I hope to rebuild him later for Doom Tower. Yet he's not yet 60 yet. He did his work at 50 for faction wars. So he's my only champions right now that I have in retaliation set, because it is 100% guaranteed that you benefit from him being in a retaliation set, as it has been proven a long time by the community. So the terms of epics, I don't think there's any other person that I will pinpoint that said this one must be in a retaliation set. But hey, if you guys have any other options for epics, sure, you let me know in the comments below. For rares, I went through my rare champions that I've built so far in the past or in the future, and the only rare that I can think of to put in a retaliation set that will benefit 100% from it was Frozen Banshee. She's currently in a lifesteal set because we want her to survive for the clan boss, right? But hey, if you have an unkillable team and you don't have a counter-attack champion, right, for unkillable teams, Man-Eater, Painkeeper comes. If you have a good retaliation set, put it on Frozen Banshee so she can place her poison sensitivity and place a lot more poison than just 2 or 4 poisons. Because when she plays the poison sensitivity, she only places 1 poison and then another set of poison, and it falls off. So she cannot fool the poison bar. But with retaliation set, she can place that poison sensitivity and take multiple turns when the clan boss hits her. So that's a good candidate. So in terms of, apart from all the retaliation sets, we always go for the masteries. If you want to put a champion in a retaliation set, I will also advise you to go to the defense tree and also select this has a chance to counter attack when a debuff is applied, and also this one. So you have a chance to even place more hits if retaliation does not proc. So champions that require retaliations always go down to that type of tree. So I'll show you an example for my Vrask. He did go to the, I don't have masteries on him yet, but when I do masteries, he will go through the defense tree. But my war chief does have that for the defense tree, like I show you over here. Counter attack, counter attack. So this works right like retaliation. So retaliation set does have how many percent chance to proc? I forget, is it 40%? 35% chance to counter attack when hit. So if you're going to select retaliation set, also your mastery should also have this one. Where is it? Where is it? Not this one. Has a chance, no, not this one. Sniper increases the chance of placing any debuff from skill or artifacts. So this increases your chance of retaliating by extra 5%. So if you want to be all extra, you can also select this one. Does this one increase retaliation? Yes, it does, by an extra 5%. So this boosts your retaliation to about 45% of retaliating. So that's for masteries that boost retaliation, this one and sniper. So those are the two you select if you want to make your Vrask go crazy, or if you want to make your war chief go crazy with retaliation. I make this video because currently there is a 2 double chance of getting retaliation, a drop fever from a dungeon, and a lot of people farming these stages might be getting retaliation right now. So if you're a mid-game or end-game player and you've never used retaliation, now you know which type of champions you could use them on. So let me know below, what are your top legendary champions you've ever used retaliation on? Legendary, epic, and rare champion, because these are the only 3 I could think of. This shows you how unnecessary or how almost useless this retaliation set is in the game. Like, comment, subscribe. My name is Dix5D, and that's all I have for you. Good night.